let's find the statistic distribution of all this particular data frame. Let's find it. Let's put df. No, want to find the statistic of a data frame. df dot statistics describe let's run it. As you can see, these are the statistics of our new data frame, of all the columns that we have that we're going to use for this machine learning practicals. So let's check if data contains outliers or not. In outliers are generally dependent. Let's find out. Okay, we have description, we have gender. As you can see, our target feature, which is price, has any outlier in the given data set, and if they do, we try to remove it before we start to build our model. However, outliers are generally data points that behave differently from all data points and can be removed by this commonly used method, either z-score method, interquartile range method, which is IQR method, standard deviation method, and percentile method. And this can be known through box plot graph. So let us plot our box plot graph to know if our price y, which is our target features, has any outlier. So let's bring our code to check. Let's say s and s dot box plot bracket close df to our data frame square bracket square bracket price, which is our target feature price. Let's run it. It will. Yes, this is our box plot, and this will show us if our target price has any outlier. But as you can see, there's no outlier in our data set. So therefore, let's do a exploratory data analysis of all the columns that we have, so that we'll see the relationship between the price, which is target price, against the other columns. So let's do exploratory data analysis here. Let's say exploratory data analysis, which is EDA. So let's do. We are going to use a joint plot graph for this explanation. So let's use our CNS as well to SNS dot joint plot bracket close data is equals to df comma x equals to amount against our target feature price, that is target feature, which is price, y equals to price. So let's run it and see. Well, no, I think there's a error somewhere. Our y is equals to what? Our y. Okay, let's see what happened here. You can see could not interpret value price for parameter. Okay, I think we use a small letter here. So Python is very sensitive to all this capital letter or small letter. So let's rerun it and see what will happen here. You can see. So this is the graph, as you can see, between the amount and y. So let's see the other features as well too. Let's see the other features and see. We have what? We have age. Let's copy the formula I just changed out to make it fast. I don't want us to spend too much hour on this particular project we are doing. So let's put this as age. So let's copy this as product. Let's copy this as quantity. So let's run it and see the rest. Let's run this. You can see this is for age. Price are targeted as X hours independent variables, and Y is our target variables. So let's see this as to the product. You can see the product graph as you can see. So let's see the joint plot bar of the quantity. Quantity is not correct where I spell it. Let me correct it. Quantity. So let's see it. As you can see, these are the graph between price, which are our target features, and quantity of our input features, part of our input features. So these are the graph that you can see. You can see it here. You can see this is the product. Where is the product? This is the quantity. This is the product. You can see product. You can see the product, and this is the age. This is the product itself. You can remember that our product we categorically into numerical. We use 0, 1. This is 1 and 2 and 3. You can see the ranges. You can see how the price and between the ranges from 0 and also from 1. So you can also see the amount. So because of time, I will have to let's go to the next one by dividing the data set into input features and target features. Meanwhile, in feature scaling, however, feature scaling are divided into two, namely nominalization and standard deviation, which are also known as z-score. And normalization are also known as mean mass scalar, while standardization or z-score are also known as mean standard scalar. So let's quickly do let's make use of our sklan processing to know, because we want our features. Let's quickly do that. That is from sklan. Let's divide our data set first. So let's divide our data set into input feature and target variables. Divide data set into input features and target variables.